Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Jay, here to talk a little bit about, unfortunately, the life and passing a musical legend, a person that's made a tremendous impact on my life in my musical fandom. It's particularly my fandom of rap, and that was rapper Coolio. Now, who is best known, of course, for his song "Gangsta's Paradise." Coolio, born artist Leon Ivy at 59 years old. He was best known for um, the song Gangsta's Paradise, but he had other songs like Fantastic Voyage in 1994, 1234 in 1996. And he had the theme song for All That, the Keenan and Kel show, which was basically a urban kid version, a Nickelodeon version of SNL. So he passed away yesterday. Crazy story. He was at a friend's house and he went to the bathroom and then he was just found dead. I think it was a heart attack. Honestly, I think um, a lot of people. We talked about this before on this channel. A lot of men, especially, they don't they don't go get checked out. You know, health wise, and they end up, you know, passing away at an early age. So this really sucks for Coolio. I remember in 1995 when that song first came out, doing it in the talent show that year in the fifth grade. At least like what's going on. Doing it for the talent show in the fifth grade and forgetting forgetting the words. It was me and a couple other kids. My friend Sean, my friend Bobby Panerio, my friend Josh. We all were obsessed with that song because it was like it's hard to imagine how big that song was playing in the rotation of MTV in the mid '90s. As a matter of fact, one of the songs, besides Mariah Carey's "Always Be My Baby," that I associate with the '90s, and it takes me immediately back to when I was a kid during that era, is Coolio's "Gangsta's Paradise." When you hear the opening notes of it, as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. Because I've been blasting and lasting so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. But I ain't never hit a man that didn't deserve it. Me be treated like a punk, I know that's unheard of. That's just a little bit of it. But the interesting story about that song is it was a remake of Stevie Wonder's song from the 1970s called Pastime Paradise. And Coolio approached Stevie Wonder about the remaking of that song. And one thing Stevie Wonder wanted removed was all the profanity and all the use of the N word because he wanted to make the song have a positive impact on the youth. Like, you didn't want it to be like a typical gangster song. That was very popular at the time. It was the time of Tupac, All Eyes on Me, of Dr. Dre, of all these gangster rappers. Gangster rap, it was the post chronic era. Gangster rap had reached its zenith in terms of like, putting out this gangster material at the time. And Stevie Wonder really didn't want to represent that element of the culture he felt like a lot of the stuff was glorifying um, the gang life because the um, gangs, like we've talked about in this channel before, was a big thing in reality, and a lot of people were dying from drive-by shootings, especially in Los Angeles, where Coolio was from. So Stevie Wonder thought, hey, why don't we use this opportunity and use this movie, Dangerous Minds, which the song is going to be on the soundtrack of, starring Michelle Pfeiffer, to tell kids a different message, put a sort of positive spin on this gangster rap music. You know what I mean? So the point of the song was, hey, we glorify gangster life, but gangster life is not good. It caused people to die at a very young age. In fact, one of the lines that Coolio says in it, I'm 23 now, but will I live to see 24 with the way things are going? I don't know. And this was very different for Coolio because before this, he had come out with Fantastic Voyage, and that was kind of he was like a comedy rapper. He had the wacky hair, he had a different sort of hairstyle, you know, in it. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like he was like a rapper like Missy Elliott or a rapper like Ludacris was, or even Busta Rhymes, and they were more animated. They really weren't about the serious messaging. Oh, he was from Mesero, Pennsylvania. Okay, I'm wrong. So why would I think that he was from the West Coast? I guess he gave off that West Coast sort of vibe. You know, I was 10, so what do I know? Okay, yeah, he moved to Cali at a young age. So, uh, you know, yeah, he was, I guess, well, kind of like corrupt in a way, kind of, well acquainted with Cali culture, even though he wasn't from there, like wasn't born there. Mm. Um, he won um best rap solo. Yeah, we mentioned that at the beginning. We said his name was artist Leon Le, um Ivy Jr. He won Best Rap Solo Award in 1995, and I remember that year at the Grammys. One of the most famous things I remember is Weird Al Yankovic. Weird Al Yankovic had did a parody of the song called Amish Paradise, and Coolio actually sued um, Weird Al Yankovic over the rights to this song because and a reporter at the Grammys that year had asked him, well, how do you feel about Weird Al Yankovic doing a parody of your song? And he said, I don't like it. It's not Eat It because um, of course Weird Al Yankovic in the '80s had done a lot of parodies of Michael Jackson's music, and he parodied Beat It with Eat It, right? But Coolio felt, yeah, he has 6 children. Coolio felt that the song was more serious and the song had a message to it, and it was not right to parody it and make a joke out of it. So yeah, he left behind 6 children. He was married. Um, he was actually nominated for, according to Lisa, 14 Grammys. Now I'm reading your stuff, Lisa. It's hard to. He was nominated for 14 Grammys and he won five, which again included um, Best Rap Solo. Um, See You When I Get There was another one of his songs. My Soul was another one of his songs. And of course, the Keenan and Kel theme song. He'll be much remembered for an artist that touched many people's lives in the mid to late uh, 90s in hip hop. Yeah, See When I Get There was 1997. 1234 slash something new was 1996. Fantastic Voyage, his first song, was 1994. And yeah, like we said, an iconic hairstyle, a wild hairstyle. Funny because I always have different kinds of hairstyles, different kind of crazy hairstyles on here. And I said to Lisa yesterday, I think that him and Missy Elliott, but I don't do in the Coolio video, and you think I should. Um, uh, Him and Missy Elliott and ODB had the most unique styles of hair. Besides the song itself and it being in Gangsta's Paradise, that's what really drew me to Coolio at first, just the hairstyle. And he kept that hairstyle until he was, um, you know, in his later life, even though he was kind of losing some of it. It was kind of like in patches, as he got older. But 1997 was like his last year when people really spoke about him. But he did a couple of movies too in 1996, and this is one I want to talk about. He did a couple of comedy movies too. He did a movie with um, Jermaine Jermaine Hopkins, the guy from Juice, the Steel from Juice, and he was the kid from Lean on Me, the little chubby boy, right? Called Fat Beach, Phat. That's how 90s that movie was. It was pretty funny. Well, I said it was mad 90s because that was a slang word in 90s. Instead of like kids say today, oh, this is lit, that's lit. And in our days, in the mid 90s, yo, that's fat, Phat. So, that's really telling you. So I wonder whatever happened to the guy LV that did the background vocals. Who knows? But yeah, rest in peace to Coolio. He was a great MC, and he created an iconic song. And even if you don't remember any of his other songs, Fantastic Voyage, 1234, or See When I Get There, or My Soul, or whatever, you got to remember 14 nominations and won 5 Grammys. That is really something. You know what I mean? Because they wasn't just they wasn't just giving out Grammys, you know, like candy back in the day. You had to really achieve something. And he really achieved something because he set out to make a song to raise awareness to gang violence, turn people away from gang violence, showing the dangers of gang violence at a time when gang violence was at an apex, and also at a time, like I said before, when music was really celebrating gang violence and gangsterism, and rappers. Okay, Lisa's correcting me. He got 14 nominations altogether from different award shows. But still, 14 nominations, even if it's different award shows, even if it's the MTV Music Awards and Grammys, whatever, it's still a monumental achievement. It's still, okay, 5 from different award shows. It's still a monumental achievement regardless of it's from one award show or it's from different award shows and different platforms. It's still showing the impact of your song. And that song, look, I went online yesterday when he passed away, and so many won one Grammy award. Well, so many people were touched by this song. So many people remember this song. So many people love this song, and so closely, iconically associated with the movie Gangsta's Paradise. Just the opening, the opening notes of the song, doom, 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 the beat. People remember it. You play that one uh, little part of it, and people remember that song. That's the most 1996, 1995 song. Besides, like I said, "Always Be My Baby," Mariah Carey. That people remember, that pops into people's mind instantly with nostalgia. So thank you, Coolio, for that contribution to pop culture. Thank you, Lisa, for helping. And rest in peace to Coolio. Love you.